Sagittarius, this is your March reading, the rest of March, right? I think it's March 6th today or something. So this is the rest of your reading for the rest of the month. Keep in mind too that if you're not familiar with this channel, you might not know this, but sometimes, most of the time, I'm about 2 weeks ahead. So it's just the way it is, and I'm going to have to figure out how to gauge and compensate for that. But really why, to be honest. Just keep in mind this is March, or depending on your timeline, it could be before, it could be after, it could be 2 weeks later. So let's get into it. I was going to shuffle partially on camera, but the card just came together real quick. So we'll start. We've got the Page of Swords on the bottom. Saggy, you are, I don't know, there's a certain feeling I have for you. When I imagined doing this reading and I prepared for it, y'all were coming up as a little bit aloof, a little bit chaotic, which is a weird sort of paradigm of contrast. Anyway, I'm already starting to feel the energy of it, and it's yeah, it's that. Yeah, universe. It's the Five of Wands. No shit. And the Tower. Oh gosh. And the Six of Wands. The Knight of Cups reversed. And the Eight of Wands. Sorry, you're definitely going to notice a cut there, but I had to feed the cats. Otherwise, my leg was going to be cut to ribbons. Listen, Sagittarius. Wow. First and foremost, wow. What I see, though, is the incredibly beneficial aftermath of what is about to occur. Okay? Beneficial to you, specifically for you. I'll just go a little bit deeper on the bottom. So we've got the Page of Pentacles, and we've got Judgment, and we've got the Eight of Swords. Saggies. I knew that it was going to be something when my hand reached for the animal deck instead of the Light Seers, which is what I've been using for the monthly readings. It's like, nope, I need this one. This one has what it has to say. Again, I have no idea how the Knight of Cups got reversed, because I do not do that. I don't shuffle my cards that way. I block shuffle. Ten of Swords wants to escape. The universe is like, use the other animal deck, and I'm like, let's try to give it to him softly, okay? I love the animal deck. I forget the actual real name for this, but it was one of my first decks. How could I not love it? All right. Why is the Five of Wands here? Is this there's an anxiety. Oh, that was fast. We have the Two of Cups, Queen of Wands, the Six of Wands, feedbacking over here, and the King of Pentacles. What? Just right off the bat, I think you celebrated something a little early. I think maybe it was a relationship. I think you got really excited about a partnership or relationship, someone or some way of being that you felt included in. And you kind of pictured it long term. And it is, or it will be, surprising you by not being long term or by being different. It could just be different than you thought it was going to be. Your expectations have kind of gotten ahead of you. and you celebrated sort of a win that wasn't quite won yet. Definitely could have to do with love, definitely, but I see partnership above all else. So it could be a business partnership, it could be a job, it could be a romantic relationship, it could be with family too, especially if you are planning on going into business with your family, and you've got double odds of that happening. Yeah, I think the expectations were not quite met, or they aren't going to be met. Wow, the Tower. This is very quick for me to pull. The Sun is on the other side of the Tower, which is great, actually. And the Nine of Wands. The Ace of Pentacles and the King of Swords. This Tower is old business. This Tower is it's old business. It's almost like there's this little tiny piece of you that held back from a deeper realization, a little jolt to the ego. It's almost like you stayed in the tower a little bit too long and it wore you down. So much so that your new beginning has already started, and you are trying to catch up. I think they're existing simultaneously. This new beginning starting, and then you wrapping up old unfinished business. Well, it's finished. You just haven't wrapped it up. With how you perceive the world, with your ego, and it could have something to do with this. I feel like it's different. I feel like this just sort of maybe confirms to you that you were right. Maybe you've done this in the past. Maybe your expectations have gotten sort of ahead of you, and you sort of build things up, and this is going to be the next big thing, whether it's a relationship or opportunity for Pentacles. It's the next big thing, and then it turns out not to be what you expected. And I think this last thing helps you realize the deeper issue. And I think that Tower moment has been brewing for a really long time. This necessary change that needs to occur to get you to the next step. This transformation that you need to have, that just like usually, yeah, it's a lightning strike and our whole world falls apart and we have a different perspective of the universe, of ourselves, of our relationship to the universe and everything in it. But sometimes that lightning bolt happens and we just stand there and we kind of wait for everything to go back to normal. And you've probably met people like this who seem just absolutely dazed and confused, who haven't taken the opportunity to move and grow and let that part of them go. They're just standing in the middle of the storm after being hit by lightning, and they just become accustomed to that. So it was slow coming for you, but I think you're finally there. And like I said, the success is happening simultaneously, I think. All right, why is the reverse? Why am I shuffling the cards reverse? Why is the Knight of Cups reversed? That cannot be it. Is that it? Are you? Yep, that's it. Justice. The Ten of Wands, Page of Swords, and the Queen of Swords. Yeah, it's a little bit of a warning. It's a little bit of a warning from the universe. a little bit of warning from you to yourself, really, about, you know, don't, well, you don't know. Let me tell you about love being a part of this change and transformation that you need to hold on to. You're going to find yourself in a position where, excuse me, you might, hold on, hold on, because no, King of Wands, Chariot, Four Cups, oh, reversed. There's something else here. Sorry, it's just taking me a while because I haven't really felt it. Not like this before, and I'm not really sure because this is never sort of, it's never sort of happened in my experience. So I'm going to explain it the best as I can. I see you cutting through something, making decisions. I think there is a sort of radical acceptance of your situation. And I think that maybe even accurately, you're sort of following this. It's not a vigilante energy. It's just more like you're doing what's right. It's almost like you're the judge of your experience and you're going to do right. It does involve other people, but you're coming towards a new understanding of your relationship with other people. This is weird. That's all I can really give you. Why is the Eight of Wands here? It's weird. Saggy, we're about to see if this has any help for us. It's not reversed. I am. Okay, so we have the Seven of Cups on the bottom. We have the Knight of Wands coming in with strong, pretty passionate energy. That is reversed. How did this happen? Oh my goodness. All right. Coming in with passionate energy. But with the Eight of Cups, we realize that our very deliberate choices are away from our own unhappiness. And I think what I told you about this and about you cutting through things and about you, prioritizing yourself and taking, justice into your own hands when it's in terms of your own life, of your own happiness, of your own existence. It relates to the Eight of Cups, of course. The Eight of Cups is not actually a sad energy unless you stay in it, just like the Tower. Like the Eight of Cups is a transformative energy, but mostly the Eight of Cups means that you have made the conscious decision to walk away from things that no longer serve you, to release, those things that have hurt you, and let go and walk away, even if it is painful, even if there's still you know, a few cups standing. In this case, they're not even broken, right? In a lot of iterations, they are. Walking away from the cups, going into it's normally I don't get this positive of a read on a reversed Wheel of Fortune, but I feel like you're sort of, for better or for worse, and I mean this in like from your perspective, it's for better or for worse. You are making your own future. Like the universe, for one weird reason or another, is sort of like giving you an a la carte menu of what do you want and when do you want it? Oh, you want breakfast at lunchtime? You want ice cream for the entree? It's kind of like, it's very weird. It's very weird. And I know I've said that many a time so far. So let's get into it in terms of the Six of Wands. But it really is, you're writing your own sort of destiny. You're writing your own story. And that seems to be the overarching theme throughout this. I don't know, maybe you are literally writing your biography. Maybe you're literally writing a script that you're going to perform in. Maybe you're writing a story. I don't know. Okay. Well, the devil's on the bottom for the Six of Wands. Great. Two of Wands, the Two of Pentacles, and the Five of Swords. Okay, so this is future energy for the universe. Got a lot of cards on the table, but the middle column, the the reading that starts out with the Six of Wands is all about transformation, fortune after difficulty, and coming through these periods of our life that can, challenge us to the point where we have to change. So, like a diamond, after I don't know how many years, turns it, from coal becomes a diamond. At least that's the story. Is that correct? I I will tell you that there are many choices in your road ahead. Of course, we make 30,000 choices a day, right? Depending on what we do, depending on who we are and what kind of job we have, and what kind of family, and then what kind of choices we have, how much money we have. About 30,000. It's a lot of choices. Some of your choices, nope, back up. All of your choices are incredibly important in March. Not some, every single choice. Whether that's a choice to get up at 5 a.m. every day, whether that's a choice to read instead of scroll social media or watch YouTube, whether that's a choice to, eat the broccoli instead of the French fries. Your choices are incredibly important in March. Sagittarius, make good choices. You can see good outcomes, but it's not about the universe rewarding you for those good choices. This is all about you. Universe is almost like hands off this month of March. It's very weird. And that's why it's tripping me up, I think. But the universe is hands off you right now. You've got a path that is yours outright. And there's no manipulation. I'd be very surprised if you were granted any manifestations. You are literally writing your own story, and the things that you put into place now are for you. They're not some karmic deal with the rest of us or the rest of the universe. It's like a hall pass. So that being said, your decisions are even more important, right? Because there's probably not going to be a whole lot of signs. There's probably not going to be a whole lot of little nudges. There's a lot of intellectualism. There's a lot of consideration and intentionality from your part. If you're not feeling that, just go recognize your choices. Recognize your choices as you go through your life. Slow down. Slow down. Oh, I have the choice to talk or not talk. Nope, I have the choice to put my hand in the frame or not. I mean, that fucking simple means intentionality every single moment. I think you're already like this, okay, Saggy? You're already like this. It's just you're recognizing it now. Yeah, you get it. I don't even get it. So good job. Because it's crazy. You're great. There's a lot coming around the bend, but it's sort of irregardless. The universe is like, they get to do what they want. We'll catch up with them later. I mean, it's not even, it's just here. You're here. You're doing good. Do good for yourself. I don't know what else to tell you. Let me draw 3 cards from the Lights Here stack, okay? Just because, why not? I'd like a little bit more explanation. And maybe we can lighten it up a little bit, universe. Not that it hasn't been dark at all. It hasn't been dark. It's very contemplative. I don't have a lot of Sagittarius who watch my videos, so maybe it's extremely specific. We'll find out, I guess, huh? Leave me a comment if any of this resonates. Don't forget to like and subscribe, please. Pretty please. Oh, Saggies. Almost there. You've got some explaining to do too. I think there's a certain element of explaining yourself that needs to occur as well to get the universe back on board with you. Does that make sense? There's a certain amount of explaining you need to do, I think, to yourself, but also to other people. And you could sort of get the universe more. That might resonate to somebody. If it does, and you've been planning on talking to somebody, then it still isn't right. Hold on. Now it is. Queen of Cups on the bottom. I'm going to use all kinds of cards today. 6 of Swords, which tried to come up earlier. The 2 of Pentacles, which is right underneath it. And the 9 of Swords, which came up, I think, as a clarifier over here. I don't remember. Here comes Cal. Cal's got to explain it all. Cal's relationship with the shadow side is really, really, really strong right now. Okay, Cal. Well, Sagittarius, I'm really trying to be positive, and I'm not it's not working. So let me just say this. The universe seems to want to impress upon you that what I said about choices was very true. And some choices you're going to know are very, very important. And you're going to want to make the choice that might benefit you now versus the choice that will probably benefit you in the long run. And do what you want, but it's there for a reason. The choice that you make is there for a reason. It's not always the easiest thing to delay gratification or to make a difficult choice, but we gotta do it sometimes. All right, that's your reading, Sagittarius. I highly recommend you actually check out Virgo's reading. And then also, if anything else resonates, you're going to need that cross reference of where the rest of your chart is, right? You're going to need to put two and two together if you want a deeper analysis of your March. So if you have, your moon in Cancer, go watch Cancer. If you have if your rising is Taurus, watch Taurus. Have I done Taurus yet? No. Watch it in a few days. That's your reading. Remember that there's no reading that happens in a vacuum, and all readings are influenced by the reader as well as the time in which they're pulled. This one especially true because I really don't have the experiential vernacular to get to this place with you. So watch your other positions. Go watch those videos. Okay, thanks, guys.